Fallout surrounding the Linda McMahon campaign paying workers. Those workers were finally handed checks, but now they say those checks are bouncing.
Yeah, one local company is out a whole lot of money because of it as well. Tonight, we've got their back. News 8's Annie Rourke went digging for answers. She's live in News 8 Control tonight with more. Annie?
Darren and Ann, everyone we spoke to who worked for McMahon says they had no problem during the campaign, but immediately after the election that changed, and now 2 weeks later, they are concerned that they are getting the runaround.
2 days after the election, these campaign workers came to us claiming they had not been paid by Linda McMahon's campaign. We spoke out on their behalf, and 1 week after the election, the campaign was writing checks. The only problem, some of those have bounced.
We already paid the money to the people, and we were just looking to get our percentage, which we charge 2%.
M&M Check Cashing on House Street had been cashing McMahon checks all through the campaign, but all of these dated November 8th have bounced.
We out right now $1,600.
We called the McMahon campaign and were told, quote, checks have been mailed to campaign workers. Replacement checks were issued for those who did not want to wait for the mail. The original checks were then voided once replacement checks were issued. They say apparently some of the workers were double dipping. But Yvette Brown only got one check, the original one, in the mail.
I waited for mine to come in the mail. It came in the mail, and when I wanted to cash it, I couldn't cash it.
The original check was no good. She said she was never given a replacement check.
No, ma'am. No. Mine came in the mail.
Twandon Gomez was one of the people who first complained to us. He was handed a check, but he says the campaign told him they were mad that he came to News 8, so he got a little something extra in his envelope.
Basically, he handed me a check with a condom in it. Told me I was screwed.
This is what he was given from the campaign.
That's the rudest gesture you can ever do to a person. It's like spitting in a person's face.
And his check bounced as well. These workers say that it was the last thing they were expecting after spending hours in the cold working hard for their candidate on Election Day.
I'm not blaming Mrs. McMahon for this. I'm not bashing anyone, but I just want my pay for 16 hours.
Now, I spoke to the campaign spokesperson again tonight. She says this has all been a misunderstanding and they have every intention of paying everybody who worked for them. We did send them names and numbers of people who had checks bounced, and they said they will follow up. Live in News 8 Control, Annie Rourke, back to you.